River City. Next stop.
You're crazy with that heat. Credit is no good for a notion salesman.
4, all aboard.
Why? What's the matter with credit?
It's old-fashioned. Charlie, you're an interval salesman. Your firm give credit?
No, sir.
Nor anybody else.
River City. River City next.
Cash for the merchandise. Cash for the cut and look.
Cash for the cotton goods. Cash for the hard goods.
Cash for the soft goods. Cash for the goods.
Cash for the nuggets and chickens and the birds. What do you talk? What do you talk? What do you talk?
You talk, you talk. You can bigger, you can talk. You can bigger, bigger, bigger. You can talk, you can talk. You can talk, 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 talk. Bigger, bigger, bigger. You can talk all you want, but it's different than it was.
No, it ain't. No, it ain't. But you gotta know the territory.
Ever met a fella by the name of Hill? 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 No!
Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute.
But we're not being salesman Hill. Seriously, doesn't know the territory. What's the fella's line?
Just a minute. Just a minute. Just a minute.
Never worries about his line.
Never worries about his line.
Or a dog on thing. He's just a baby fell. Big dog, rich dog, never knocking good door, never trying to bullseye bill. Never just a Harold Hill. Harold Hill.
He's a fake and he doesn't know the territory.
He's a music man.
He's a what?
He's a music man and he sells clarinets to the kids in the town, the big trombones with a rat drums, the big bass, and the piccolo, unicorn shoes with a shiny gold braid and a coat and a big red stripe. Well, I don't know much about bands, but I do know you can't make a living selling big trombones. No, sir. Here's the Olympics, perhaps, or here's their shoes hard. No, he sells bands, always bands. I don't know how he does it, but he puts the team and he rallies and he gathers and he puffs and he shines. And when the man dances, he certainly, boys, what a motivation. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. When the man dances, certainly, boys, what a the piper pays. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
But he doesn't know the territory.
River City. We're across the state line into Iowa. River City. Population 2,212. Sport.
All right. If you're all through, I'll tell you about Harold Hill.
You really know Harold Hill?
Never seen him in my life, but I do know this much. He's given every single one of us a black eye. After he's worked the town over for the next salesperson to arrive, gets automatically tarred and feathered and rolled out to city limits on a rail.
But why should he get rode out of the city limits on a rail?
Because in order to sell band instruments and uniforms and instruction books, he's got to guarantee to teach the kids to play and to form them kids into a band with himself as the leader.
Sure like to be there when you catch up with that fella.
Well, it won't be on this trip. Not in Iowa. Even the great Professor Harold Hill wouldn't try to sell to them neck-bowed Hawkeyes.
Sport, all aboard.
Gentlemen, you intrigue me. I'll have to give this Iowa a try.
I don't believe I caught your name.
I believe I dropped it.
Iowa, let's try. Good morning, Mayor Shane.
Hey, that's not alright. Yours all day.
There I was in Madison Hospital. You know how to see me. Cousin Will never come. Aunt Bertha never come. Your Aunt Bertha's dead. She wouldn't come anyway.
You can be cold as we're falling, thermometers in December. If you ask about our weather in July, and we're so blind, yes, never we can stand touching noses for a week at a time, never see eye to eye. I'll give you our shirt and a bag to go with it. Your shirt and it's you really ought to get Iowa, Iowa, Dubuque, Des Moines, Davenport, Marshalltown, Mississippi, Gilbert, Ames, Clear Lake. Ought to get Iowa a
Mr. Squires. Yes, I'd like you to accommodate me to a rig this Sunday.
I expect you all to see the man in charge of hiring rigs, who is late as usual.
Hey, Gregory! Marcellus, you old son of a gun, what? Shh, shh. Oh, Greg. Professor Hill's the name. Harold Hill. But Greg, what are you doing here? Why didn't you let me know you was coming? I didn't know I was myself. Besides, how can I know you end up in a little tank town like this? You're a pretty big slicker when you're in business with me. Too many close shaves the way you work. Besides, I got me a nice, comfortable girl. Ethel Koppelmeyer, boss's niece. Gone legitimate, huh? I knew you'd come to no good. So, what's the new pitch? You're not back in the band business, are you? I heard you was steaming automobiles. I was. What happened? Somebody actually invented one. No. Now give me along here, Mars. Well, you'll never get in the band business with these stubborn Iowans, Greg. Besides, we got a stuck-up music teacher who will expose you before you get your grip unpacked. Male or female? The music teacher? She's the librarian. Female. Perfect. That's what I wanted to hear. If she passes by, point her out to me. I will. How are you going to start the new pitch? Same old way. Keep that music teacher off balance, and then my next step will be to get your town out of the serious trouble it's in. River City isn't in any trouble. Then I have to create some. I have to create a desperate need for a boys band. Now, you remember, what's new around here? What can I use? Nothing. Except the billiard parlor is putting a pool table. They never had a pool table here before? Nope, only billiards. That'll do. Either you're closing your eyes to a situation you do not wish to acknowledge, or you are not aware of the caliber of disaster indicated by the presence of a pool table in your community. Well, you're not trouble, my friends. Right here, say trouble right here in River City. Why, sure, I'm a billiard player. Certainly mighty proud to say it. I'm always mighty proud to say it. I consider the hours I spend with you, my hands are golden. Help me cultivate horse sense, and a cool head, and a keen eye. Now, friends, let me tell you what I mean. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 pockets in the table. Pockets that mark the difference between a gentleman and a buff, with a capital B that rhymes with keen that stands for cool. Now I know all you folks are the right kind of parents. I'm gonna be perfectly frank. Would you like to know what kind of conversations goes on while I look around that hall? Then we try out Bevo, try out Cubans, try out tailor-mades like cigarette beans, and bragging all about how they're gonna cover up a telltale breast with sunset. One fine night, they leave the pool hall, heading for the dancing armory, libertine men, and scarlet women in ragtime. Shameless music that'll drag your son and your daughter by the eyes of jungle and you'll instinct mad stereo. Friends, I know greatest doubles playground trouble.
Oh, we got trouble!
Right here in River City.
Right here in River City!
The capital team that Mothers of River City, heed the warning before it's too late. Watch for the telltale signs of corruption. The moment your son leaves the house, does he rebuckle his knickerbockers below the knees? Are certain words creeping into this conversation? Words like swell and soldier old man. If so, my friends, oh, you got trouble.
Oh, we got trouble.
Right here, River City.
Right here, River City.
Capital T, that rhymes with P, that stands for pool.
That stands for pool.
We surely got trouble.
We surely got trouble.
Right here, with a T. But rhyming with P, that stands for pool. Did I get you in? I will be in town for a short while.
Good.
Hello, Mama. Hello, dear. Keep on, Amaryllis. I'll be there in a minute. Mama, a man with a suitcase has been following me all over town.
Oh, who?
I never saw him before. Did you say anything? You tried. Did you say anything? Mama, of course not. All right, Amaryllis, now your exercises. So, do, la, re, ti, mi, a little slower. Please keep the fingers curved as nice and high as you possibly can. Don't get faster, dear.
If you don't mind my saying so, it wouldn't have hurt to find out what the gentleman wanted.
I know what the gentleman wanted.
What, dear?
You'll find it in Balzac.
Excuse me for a living, but I've never read it.
Has anyone else in this town?
There you go again with the same old comment about the low mentality of River City people and taking it all too much to heart.
Now, Mama, as long as the Madison Public Library was entrusted to me for the purpose of improving River City's cultural level, I can't hold my concern that the ladies of River City keep ignoring all my counsel and advice.
But darling, when a woman's got a husband and you've got none, why should she take advice from you? Even if you can't prove Balzac and Shakespeare and all the Highland greats.
Mama, if you don't mind my saying so, you have a bad habit of changing every subject.
I haven't changed the subject to time subject.
What's stranger?
With this suitcase with me, your very last chance.
Mama, do you think that allow a common measure? Now really, Mama, I have my standards where men are concerned, and I have no intention.
I know all about your standards, but you don't mind us saying so. There's not a man alive who can help you measure up to the point of Paul. I know what you content for yourself. And I was your imagination, I was stubborn in your library full of books.
Well, if that isn't the best I've ever heard.
Thank you. Can I have a drink, please?
May I?
May I have a drink, please?
Yes, dear.
Now, is that a way to walk in the house? That won't do it all. That lady over there is your sister, young man.
Hello, Winthrop.
Winthrop? Where are the ladies? Hello.
I'm having a party on Saturday. Will you come? I would especially like it very much if you would come. Winthrop?
Hello, Winthrop. She asked you a question. Are you going or aren't you?
No,
Now what?
no thank you.
He won't say Amaryllis because of the S, because of his lips.
We all know about his list, Amaryllis.
I'll bet he won't say it.
No thank you, Amaryllis.
Amaryllis, Amaryllis. Why does he get so so mad at people just because he lisps.
It's not only because he lisps. That's just part of it.
What's the other part?
Never mind, dear. It's just that he never talks very much.
Not even to you and your mother?
No, we all have to be a little patient.
I'm patient even though he doesn't ever talk to me. But I do to him every night. I say goodnight to him on the evening star. And you have to do it the very second you see it, too. Or it doesn't count. Good night, my Winthrop. Good night. Sleep tight.
There, darling, you have lots of time. If not Winthrop, there'll be someone else.
Never. I'll end up an old maid like you.
Just say, good night, my someone. You can put the right name in when the right someone comes along.
All right. It's better than nothing, I guess.
Yes, it is. Now you can play your crosshand piece.
Now I may play my crosshand piece.
for eating the singing. As mayor of River City, I welcome you River Cityans to the 4th of July exercises set up for the indoors in Madison Gymnasium on account of the weather. The Madison School Board will not present a patriotic tableau. The members of the school board will not present a patriotic tableau. Some disagreement about costumes, I suppose. Instead, the one-time Negro of the local wigwam of Hiawatha will present a spectacle. My wife, in which my wife, you Lady McCacknation, will take a leading part.
What on ye? What on ye? What on ye? What on ye? I will now count to 20 in the Indian tongue. N. T. Tuther.
Tommy Gilas. I would have lived if I had you.
Mrs. Shin will recover the Pain's fireworks spectacle last days of Pompeii will take place, providing the rain stops by 9:30.
How can it be raining? Didn't the Gazettes predict fair?
Sure did, York. That's why we all prepared for a storm.
The Gazette is accurate most of the time, and you know it, JC. You wouldn't last very long in the bacon business being accurate most of the time, JC. You know nothing about what I want to do.
Well, you love the school board not figuring in public.
All in the world that I said was...
Never mind.
We heard there's a pool table in town.
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Now, just a minute.
Well, is it a pool table, or isn't it?
Will you allow me to get out with the exercises?
I don't think any of us want exercise until we get this pool table matter settled.
Let's protect our children.
Yeah!
Resist sin and corruption.
Yeah!
Smite that devil and keep our young boys pure.
Yeah!
May I have your attention, please. Attention, please. I can deal with this trouble, friends, with a wave of my hand, this very hand. Please observe me, if you will. I'm Professor Harold Hill, and I'm here to organize the River City's boys band. Oh, think, my friends, how could any pool table ever hope to compete with the gold trombone? Remember, my friends, what the Hampton trumpet players did to the famous big walls of Jericho. Look at their hollow walls that come tumbling down. Oh, a band will do it, my friends. Oh, you see, need a boys band, do you hear me? I say River City's got her boys band, and I mean she needs it today. Professor Harold Hill's on hand, and River City's got her boys band. As George Lloyd made Luke Green, Appleton band are gonna be in uniform. Johnny, Willie, Teddy, Fred. And you'll see the glitter of crashing cymbals, and you'll hear the thunder of rolling drums, the shimmer of trumpets, ta-ta-da, and you'll feel something akin to like the thrill I once enjoyed when Gilmore, Liberati, Pat Conway, W.C. Handy, and John Philip Sousa all came to town on that very same historic day. Trombones led the big parade, with 110 cornets close at hand. They're filled by rows and rows of the finest virtuosos, the cream of every famous band. 76 trombones caught the morning sun, with 110 cornets close at hand. There were 1,000 wreaths ringing up like weeds. There were horns of every shape and kind. There were copper bottom Tiffany and horse platoon, thundering, thundering louder than before. Double bell euphoniums and big bassoons.
example of him. Ringleader, you know, what he does, the game does.
Jeez, oh, Pete, let me go!
Yo, wild idiotic, yeah, me checked my old girl last Sunday.
I wasn't at your tagging.
Don't you contradict me.
We just walked together. Jeez, oh, Pete!
You watch your phraseology. I know what you're doing, my little person senior. Now stay away from my oldest girl, you Hill from me, the whole day the rails. Hill, I'll talk to you Monday morning about the band thing over at City Hall, 10 o'clock sharp. I want that man's credentials.
Constable, I'll be responsible for the boy.
You don't know this kid. He's tough. He's got his gang waiting outside.
Now, Constable, I'll show you how to break up a gang. Oh, young lady, oh, miss, what's your name?
Senilia. I'm not even gonna tell you who's begging me. You can't.
Do you know Tommy Keelis?
Well,
Tommy, I want you to escort this young lady home, by way of the candy kitchen.
Yes, sir. Do I have to?
You have to.
Yes, sir. You can't.
Professor, you're a pretty bright young fellow, but you made a couple mistakes.
Oh?
The mayor happens to own a new billiard parlor and a new pool table.
Oh. What was my other mistake?
That's Anita. She's the mayor's oldest.
Just a minute, Professor. We need your credentials. We're the school board.
Academic certificate.
Nothing of the kind. We need letters and papers.
Make him put them on.
Wait, what am I hearing? Say, ice cream.
Ice cream. I don't say young man, Professor.
Talk down here.
Ice cream.
Talk slow.
Ice cream.
Now you.
Ice cream.
Now you.
Ice cream.
Now you, sir.
Ice cream.
Ladies, from now on, you'll never see these men without the other three.
Oh, Professor, you're wrong. Why? They've hated each other for 15 years.
Ice cream.
How can there be
Aren't we sincerely in love?
I don't suppose you live alone or anything.
No.
I've got some wonderful caramels over the hotel, you.
Mr. Hill?
Professor Hill.
Professor of what? At what college do they give a degree for annoying women on the street, like a Saturday night rowdy at a public dance hall?
Oh, I wouldn't know about that. I'm a conservatory myself. Gary, Indiana. Gold medal class of '05.
Even should that be true, does that give you the right to follow me around wherever I go? And another thing, Mr. Hill, I'm not as easily mesmerized or hoodwinked as some people in this town. And I think it's only fair to warn you that I have a shelf full of reference books in there, which may very well give me some interesting information about you.
Oh, Professor Hill, we're all agog, simply agog. On the QB, everyone's so excited about band.
I'm Ethel Toffmeyer. And this is Mrs. Squires and Mrs. Hicks. And of course you know Eulalie, my technician, our mayor's wife. Isn't it exciting, Eulalie? Oh, I couldn't say it. I could not say it. Oh, I couldn't say it this time. My husband will wish to investigate, I'm sure. And naturally, I'm reticent. Oh, yes, I'm reticent.
Of course, Miss Shin. I understand. But you see, part of my music plans include a committee on the dance and... No, wait. Wait, do that again, Miss Shin. the way you raised your foot just now.
Well, I have a bunion and a bar.
Oh, what grace! What natural flow of rhythm! What expression of line and movement!
Mr. Hill?
You must accept the chairmanship for the Ladies' Auxiliary of Classic Dance. Mustn't she, ladies?
Oh yes, please, you must, Eulalie.
Every move you make, Miss Shin, this speaks, they'll start. Will you? Will you say yes, Miss Shin?
Eulalie? Shin. Well, that is dancing.
Then you accept?
Yes, indeed. And I would like to
Thank you. Now, the young lady who plays piano, Marian Peru, I believe. After all, she is the librarian.
Her kind of woman doesn't belong on any committee. Of course, I should not tell you this, but she advocates dirty books.
Dirty books?
Chaucer! Traveling! Balls!
Of course, I should not tell you this, but
I'll tell. He lived on my street, let me tell. Stop! I'll tell. She made brazen overtures to a man who never lived in this town until she came here. Old Miser Madison.
Miser Madison? Madison Gymnasium?
mm-hmm.
Madison Picnic Park?
Mm-hmm.
Madison Hospital?
Mm-hmm.
That Miser Madison?
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Who did he think he was anyway?
Well, I should say, show off. Gave the town the library too, didn't he?
That's just it. When he died, he left the library building to the city.
But he left all the books to her.
She was seen going and coming to this place.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. That woman brazen over would you take guaranteed. She had gold exits in her eyes. What she was like light. Just melted down and you'll reveal a lump of lead and all this you. Here, what is her should be. He left River City, the library building, but he left all the books to her. Chaucer, traveling, balls
Of course, I have them over the hotel. Good night, ladies. Good night, Miss Peru, do you realize you have the facial characteristics of a cornet virtuoso?
I don't know if I understand you entirely, Professor.
If your boy has that same firm chin and those splendid cheekbones, by George, not that he could ever be great, you see.
Oh, is that so? And in the name of St. Bridget, why not?
Well, all the great cornet players were Irish. O'Clark, O'Mendez, O'Clyde.
Well, Professor, we're Irish.
No, really? Sign here, Miss Peru. Your boy was born to play in the band. Fine. That'll be $5 earnest money. Nothing more due until the first installment payable at the opening of band practice. And of course, I'll need the boy's measurements for his band uniform.
His uniform?
Hello, son.
Would it have,
A stripe? Why, certainly, my boy. A wide red stripe on each side. What do you think of that?
You will have to excuse Winter, Professor. We can't get him to say 3 words, not even to us. If you can get him to play in the band, it'd be a miracle. Where are you from?
Gary, Indiana. In fact, Gary Conservatorium was my alma mater.
Who was she now?
Gold medal class of Op 5. Hello, Miss Prue.
Mr. Hill? He wants to put Winthrop in the band. Do you burst in on everyone's homes like this? Marion! We're not interested.
Now, why not let the boy's father decide?
The boy's father is dead. Anything else?
You'll have to excuse Marion. She's not really...
Oh, please. I'm sure at heart she's as lovely as yourself. Good day to you, Miss Prue.
Good day to you, Professor. Marion Peru.
Has he gone?
Yes, darling, but I hope not forever. Don't you ever think of your future? Gary, Indiana, Conservation class of Op 5? Now, darling.
No, Mama. The fact that he claims his community is music does not, in this particular case, impress me.
All right, darling, all right. But if it's a well-known principle that if he keeps playing one drawer and is stealing another, he won't strike much of a fire.
Mama. Winthrop, I know you're there. Please go to the library and ask Miss Grubb for the book I set aside. It's the Indiana State Journal, 1890 to 1910. It's a large brown volume with black corners.
Do I have that?
You won't have to say anything. I've written it all down.
Now, what are you up to? Why do you need a book at this hour of the night?
I have a feeling that this Indiana Journal may very well poke some large holes in the professor's claim.